This is the Ordinary Business Podcast for business owners who want honest conversations, a lean business, and an extraordinary life on their own terms. Kelley, what is your go-to workout soundtrack?
Okay, so this might surprise a lot of people, but my go-to is that I will listen to audiobooks.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I could not do that. Are you any genre? Like, are you a reader of anything or?
Specifically, like, especially when I'm like training for a run, I will pick out like a really good, like funny rom-com or like maybe a little bit of a thriller, but more of like, I like that like feel good rom-com, and I will only listen to it while I'm training, which means like to finish the book, I have to do my run.
That's a nice, it's kind of like tricking yourself almost.
It's exactly that.
I approve. So we are talking about how you fit in workouts and runs because as online business owners, we have a lot going on. And I know there's a lot of people who are like, I'm really sedentary and like, I just need more movement and workouts. And so I'm excited to kind of hear how you fit those things into your schedule. But before we do that, can you introduce yourself and tell us about what you do?
Sure. And thank you so much for having me. My name is Kelley Kempel. I own a graphic design studio called Hidden Path Creative, where I work with product-based businesses to do packaging design that sells their products. I started my business about 5 years ago after I left corporate. I was in-house for Exporting Goods and Kohl's before that. And I can't imagine not running my business now. I don't want to go back. But I am excited to talk about this topic because I'm not somebody that you would describe as athletic. I was never described as athletic, but I have found that having like a workout routine that I stick to has been so helpful for my just like daily well-being. And it feels really good. And at this point, it's a non-negotiable for me.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. So when we were talking about you coming on the podcast, one of the things you said is like working out in the morning is key for you, which I am the same way. Like if it's not in the morning, it's most likely it's not going to happen.
Correct.
So what does that look like for your schedule? Like walk us through your morning. Are you a 5 a.m. girl? Are you like, no, I just like morning is anytime before noon?
I mean, I am pretty structured about it. I get up around 6. I have a cup of coffee. I have a little something to eat. And then I try and work out starting at 7, although it's usually more like 7:15 by the time I get everything done. And I do a mix of like strength training and running. I live in Wisconsin. It is -2 degrees today. There will be no running.
No running today.
Nope. Sorry. And so, and I used to go to a gym outside of the house, but my husband and I built a home gym in our basement. That actually has been a huge help. But even before that, like we got up and went to the gym in the morning just because like getting it done, checked off your list. You don't have to worry about anything getting in the way of it. Somebody scheduling a meeting, something happening with, I have no kids, just dogs, but like something happening with the dogs, something coming up at the house. Like I don't have to worry about all of that. It's just done. So, I usually work out from like 7 to 8 and then I walk the dogs and then I get back and I'm usually I'll sit down at my desk and do a few things before I get cleaned up and camera ready if I'm going to be on my Instagram. But it's a nice way to feel like I've had a bit of a life before I sit down to work.
Yes, I agree with that. Now, I want to go back. You said that you wouldn't describe yourself as athletic.
Yeah.
Have you always been someone that has worked out, or did this start like somewhat recently? Have you always been like a morning workout person? Because like my husband, he played 1 year of soccer when he was like 6 years old.
Mhm.
And then he was in band for the rest of his life. I, on the other hand, was in like multiple sports, club sports, worked out from an early age. So like working out is just like part of my life. But my husband was not like that. And now he works out and he does Spartan races and stuff. So I'm like, it is possible. It's an adjustment from
It is.
if you're not used to it. So I'm just curious, like, did you always work out even though you aren't quote unquote athletic?
This is a really great question. So like growing up, like as a kid, I did like rec softball. There was a year where there was some rec soccer that my mom still laughs about how me and my sister were like to get us out of here. There were some other sports tried. And I probably stopped doing that like in high school and college. I didn't really do much of that. And it was probably once I got into the working world, it's like, well, first I worked at Dick's Sporting Goods and there was a gym on site. I was like, okay, I'll go to classes with like whoever. I probably didn't start working out in the morning until I met my husband. And he was a morning workout. And he kind of turned me on to the benefits of that, of like, if you can just get yourself up in the morning and get moving, then it's done. And I will say that like, if you're not used to it, having accountability, having somebody that's like, I will go with you or I will see you at the gym, that accountability is very helpful if you're trying to build in a morning workout routine.
Yes. We also, if you're listening to this, a few episodes prior to this, we had my friend Michelle talk about she got into running, wanted more movement.
Mm-hmm.
And she talked about KPIs with
Oh.
working out because
Mm.
we always think about KPIs and work. And one of the things she did, I mean, she set KPIs, but also she kind of gamified it. But yeah, I think accountability, whether it's your partner or friends at the gym or a social media thing,
Like now that I work out at home, I have an app that does workouts and
mm,
literally I get a green check mark on every day that I've worked out. And I cannot tell you how much I look at that and I go, oh, I want that green
I
check
want
mark.
the
Like
green
I
check
feel
mark.
accomplished when I've got
Mm-hmm.
like 4 of those in a row. Like,
Yes.
oh yeah, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. So I'm curious how you manage the days or the weeks when client work is maybe a little more demanding. Maybe you're a little behind because sometimes that happens to us. How do you keep yourself from being like, I don't need to work out. Like I should get to work early instead of getting to my desk at, 8, 9 o'clock. I could wake up and be at my desk at 7.
Yeah. So one, my workouts are on my calendar.
Mm.
Like when you look at my calendar for the week, Monday through Friday, it says workout 7 to 8. I'm looking at it right now for the week on my other screen. It says workout, dog walk. Then I have time blocked what
Mm.
I'm doing. So can I say that like I've always followed that? No, there's been every once in a while. Every once in a while I'm like, oh, I can't, like I need to go do something else. But because it's on my calendar, I just don't even like mentally, I don't consider that workout time in the morning as available for anything else.
Mm.
Because I'll get cranky if like I feel like I've given up my me time for something
Mhm.
else. I will get cranky and resentful about it. I know that. Like that's how it used to be when my workout was at the end of the day and I couldn't get to it. I would be like annoyed. I'm like, well, this is what I'm doing here is keeping me from doing this thing that I know is healthy for me and helpful for my mood and all of those things.
Yeah.
So, um, and I know that's like a mental switch of like, but definitely seeing it visually, like on a calendar or on your to-do list or whatever that thing is,
Mhm.
um, for you is like, that's what's helpful for me.
Yeah. I think something that I have always thought is similar is just like it's not optional. And again, yes, am I perfect about it? No. Sometimes it is optional, okay? Like sometimes I'm not saying I'm perfect and I'm literally at the
No.
gym. Like there are days where I'm like, man, I did not sleep good last night and I need to prioritize more sleep. So I'm not saying that I'm like cutthroat about it like some bros on the internet.
I'll be
But
honest, that was me this morning. That was me this morning was, my husband and I were traveling over the weekend, and we had a long travel day yesterday, and you know how it is, you get back to your own bed, and it's like you just haven't slept as good, and
Mhm.
I was like, "Not this morning, I will sleep in a little and recover on that sleep, and then
Yeah.
tomorrow we'll get back after it." I started somebody in one of the groups I'm in recommended this Finch app that is like it's a daily to-do list, but it's more of like a self-care
Mm.
to-do list, and there's a little bird in there that you like interacts with you while you do it. But like one of my like to-dos on there is just like do 3 minutes of exercise. And the thing is
Oh.
and I'm like, that's so smart because it's like I'm not going to do only 3 minutes, but like if I start for 3 minutes, I'm probably gonna keep going. Like if I
Mhm.
don't feel like lifting anything and I decide to just go for a walk or go on our rower downstairs, like if I start for 3 minutes, I'm probably gonna finish the show I'm watching on Netflix.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so something we had both mentioned was just that we feel more calm and
Yeah.
clear-headed, but you also mentioned, like, it feels kind of like you've done something for yourself. This episode is brought to you by the Co-working Collective. If you're running an ordinary business as a neurodivergent, chronically ill, or low-energy entrepreneur, you know consistency looks different for us. Get 24/7 access to cozy body doubling sessions for $1.99 a month or $47 lifetime access. Go to ivycirillo.com/ordinary. I'm curious for you, being a solo business owner, like, why is that so important to you?
I don't know about you, but like at any time I've got like 5 to 10 clients, and my clients are all very lovely. Like
Mm-hmm.
Um, so lovely, but, like, I've always got somebody in my inbox asking for something, and something means they are asking for some of my time,
Mm-hmm.
and, our time is really valuable, and I just feel like if I'm not spending some time to do something for myself, um, I'm just gonna feel, like, resentful about spending all this time on other people and
Yeah.
other things. Um, so that's part of that. I kind of mentally think about it as like paying myself first. Okay, like I'm doing
Mm.
something for myself first in
Mm-hmm.
the morning. But you also mentioned like mood and anxiety, and like I also have anxiety, and it's getting in that like exertion um burns off some of that nervous energy.
Yes.
And, there's less of that nervous energy to go around. And that means that, like, okay, if some little blip comes up in my day, like, that's fine. Everything else, if I'm a little lax with my workouts, then it's kind of like, it might bother me a little bit more, but that's just something I've noticed about
Mm-hmm.
myself for
Yes.
that.
Yeah. What you said about our clients, they're asking us, which that's for you and me, that's the whole point. They're
It is.
asking, like, we are here to help.
We are here to help, and they should ask us for
Yes.
things.
So
Yeah.
to be clear, neither of us are complaining, but I just like that reframe of like, everyone is asking us for help. And for me, like, I also have a daughter, so she's asking me for something. So like, this is something I get to do for myself.
Mhm.
And for me also, like I said, I do strength training. People who follow me closely on social media will know that my fun fact is that I can leg press 800 pounds. And
Whoa!
so
Holy cow!
I cannot deadlift or squat that much. So
Okay.
but it is that like something else outside the business.
Yeah.
Like, I've said this on multiple different episodes, but I feel like as business owners, we need something outside of our business
Yes.
that gives us purpose, that gives us joy. Like, it could be another skill that you have. I know people who they're like amazing snowboarders, but it's like something that I have this part of me that's separate from work, that's
Yep.
apart from being a mom, and it's like something that I get to like claim and be proud of
Mhm.
instead of just being tied up in work. Because I feel like a lot of us, and I have definitely been there, that it's like my whole identity is just work. So for me, like working out, yes, it's like stress relief, and it's, I guess you would kind of call it a hobby, something I enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, you're not going to get to
Right.
800 pounds leg
No,
press if you hate working out. But yeah, it's just like something else, part of the day, part of the week.
it is. And it's, I think I'm, okay, as a creative service provider, and a lot of us being creative service providers, we have to put something of ourselves into our work.
Mm-hmm.
And, it makes it hard to kind of like separate that like self-worth type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like if you're training for something, if you're leg pressing, like you're only really just competing against yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the other thing is like that's part of why I love running is like I'm not trying to beat the person next to me. I'm just trying to like run my own race, finish it, or like achieve whatever goal I set out to
Mm-hmm.
do with it because I am very goal oriented. I sign up for a race, so I have to train for it so that I have to
My
do the
husband's the same
thing.
way.
Is it-
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's less about like kind of that end result and more about like the process of it. And you're right. Like it's something for me. It's not
Mm-hmm.
something for anybody else. Um, and I don't know. It's just like, I also am just like, if I'm going to do this, I want to enjoy the time doing it. I want it
Mm-hmm.
to be like, I know it's going to be beneficial for my health in the long run. I know it's going to be beneficial for my mood today. But I also like, I want to enjoy that half an hour to an hour of physical activity so that it's like, so it's an hour that is like good for me. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
I have a group of friends, and I'm the only one that really works out.
Mm.
And sometimes like, "Oh, yeah, like, I feel like I should work out, and I just don't like weights." And I'm like, "I will talk to you about the benefits of strength training as a woman for days." But
Mhm.
I'm also like, "You need to find something you enjoy."
Yeah.
There's something for everyone, and, like, you can find even if it's just walking, like
Walking, going for a hike,
yeah.
like, I like to do that a lot, like, on the weekends, it's like, take the dogs for a hike, and it's like,
Mhm.
you can spend an hour or 2 and it doesn't, and if that's something that you enjoy, like, that's something I enjoy, it doesn't really feel like exercise, it just
Right.
yeah, just feels like
Yeah,
a walk. Mhm.
yeah. Okay, so to wrap up, for someone who's listening and they're kind of like, I just, it's hard for me to prioritize like fitness and movement and running my business also. What do you feel like is something, maybe a small shift that they could make or a habit?
I mean, if it like, you're just starting, just prioritize any type of movement. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and whether it's like you take a break in between tasks and I don't know, do some jumping jacks. I'm not an athletic coach, so let's start there. But or also one of the other things I like is like a walk and talk. Like if you
Mm,
um I used to do it in corporate. It was like if it was nice out and I had a one-on-one meeting with somebody, like we'd walk outside around the building. But like you can do that in your business if you have like a coffee chat, do it on your headphones
mm-hmm.
as a call and walk around your neighborhood. Like that's a very easy way to get started.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, and also, like, I know you're not a fitness coach, but that's all the more reason, like, I want to ask because I feel like sometimes I work with the fitness professionals and I know
Yeah.
they have good advice, but also sometimes we just want to hear from the other people who are like us, who are
Mhm.
not super athletic, and I'm not a fitness professional who it's like they work out for 2 hours a day sometimes, like, so I think sometimes it's nice to just hear from others like us. And I feel like walk and talk is good. I even do that just when I don't know if I could classify it as a walk and talk because I'm not going outside. But when I talk on Boxer to my
Yeah.
friends, I will just pace.
Oh, I love that.
Like, again, it's hardly a walk, but
But you're
it's like,
moving your body.
yes, like, so it's
Yeah.
just like a little bit of movement in my day. Like, and I have a walking pad, so, like I can do that as well. But I've just really started anytime I'm boxering or voice memoing somebody, I'm just pacing. Like I have a nice little like hallway right outside my
Yeah,
door, and it's just a nice little stretch. I can just walk back and forth, back and forth.
I love that. Yeah.
So, well, thank you for coming on the show and kind of sharing how you juggle it all and add some movement into your day. Where can we connect with you online and learn more about what you do?
Sure. So I'm on Instagram at Hidden Path Creative, no spaces, no underscores. And my business website is the same, hiddenpathcreative.com. But Instagram's probably the social that I'm most active on these days.
Awesome. I will link that in the show notes. But thank you again for being here.
No, thank you so much for having me. This was a fun little combo.